All right, so let's get going on May. Hi everyone jumping on live, so good to see you. If you're watching the replay, make any comments, every aha moment that you have or anything like that. I'm gonna do astrology first because it's an abundant and expansive month of May. And then I'm gonna do readings for each sign, so stay tuned for all of that. So we are going to start. There is so many things happening. I've chosen some of the major ones. If you join the initiation, you will get my sheet that I've done for all of them. But we're going to kick off here. First, I want to explain, for you who are not fully into astrology, I want to explain a little bit of the general what's going on. So right now we've come out of eclipse season. We've done so much healing and shedding, and we're feeling this change. We might feeling what doesn't fit in our life, but we haven't yet come into the clarity of what is. So now we've moved into Taurus season, and Venus is now in Taurus, and then we have major events happening with Uranus and Jupiter in Taurus as well this month. So Taurus is all about this physical body, these tangible energies, manifestation. Is very much grounding into our body and our senses and everything that we love. But because of that, our bodies are the physical vessels that we manifest our full potential as a soul in. So as we are in these energies and these things happening, all happening at the same time, it is in this energy of abundance, because Taurus is everything like pleasure and abundance. It's an abundance of the good food, how we nurture our body. It's an abundance of the senses, maybe doing aromatherapy. It's an abundance of just, at least if you're in the northern hemisphere, enjoying the spring and all the flowers coming out. It's all this for the senses in our body, nurturing our body, abundance. And that's also why it's so abundant for money flow, because the more we focus on abundance in any and every area of our life, the more abundance come to us in any and every area of our life. So it's a super abundant energy. And then we have these new moon and Uranus Cazimi and Jupiter Cazimi in Taurus season, in Taurus as well. And so all of this is kind of the energies that we're moving through. And I'll tell you some of the important dates for it. But then as we go along this month, all this energy is moving, not all of it, but the majority of the energy is moving into Gemini. So first we're called to be here in that physical manifestation space. And then we're moving into Gemini, which is a super social ideas, air element, right? So then we can move into networking, into making all these energies come through as an abundant form within our networks as well. So that's kind of how I see at this, look at this like major energy that we're in. For you who are new to astrology or just want to hear these like, major shifts that we're going in. Hi, Holly. So good to see you too. I saw you saw about the event of you. So happy to have you. So that's what we're moving into. So let's get into the actual dates. And as I said, if you join the initiation, we have the live event on May 25th to really have those huge releases of what has been holding us back and really coming into the fire energy, burning it all to the ground. And we're going to do ritual. I'm going to bring in, movement, meditation, ritual, crystal, all the yummy stuff. And with that too, you get for the Facebook group, I will continue and going live and prompting you with these dates. But the one that we start with is the new moon in Taurus. And for the new moon in Taurus, for the full moon in Sagittarius, and for the Uranus and Jupiter Cazimi, you get a video recording and a mini meditation and ritual with those days, because we want to build up this energy. When we are changing our life, we're not just going to do it overnight. I'm not an overnighter. That's not how we work. Yes, we can quantum leap, but that comes from building the smaller steps, step by step, so that we can be there to be able to receive, to be able to be at that opportunity that does feel like a quantum leap. It's not amazing? So that's what we're going to do throughout the month with the initiation. So join me in that. So Today, I just want to mention, before we go into the new moon in Taurus, we have Pluto stationed in retrograde today. And so Pluto's retrograde half of the time of the year. So in one way, it's not a big deal. But if you have any placements in any of the signs between 0 and 2 degrees, these first couple of months, you're going to get Pluto coming, you're in a Pluto transit. And so this transit is either 9 or 18 months. If you have 0 to 2 degree placements in any sign. So it's going to hit a little bit different. So for you especially, you will feel this transformation a little bit more deeper. That's really what the Pluto retrograde is kind of initiating. We might all feel it a little bit depending on how sensitive we are, right? But Pluto is retrograde for about half of the year. So it will hit the 0 to 2 degrees more so. And then as we get closer to towards the end of the summer, we're going to go into the 29 degree placements as well with Pluto retrograde. Hi Rentena, good to see you too. So I want to talk about the new moon in Taurus to start with. This is on May 7th. That's on Tuesday. Unless you're in Europe or in Australia or in South Africa, then it will be on Wednesday morning for you guys, or Wednesday. So the new moon in Taurus, it's in the evening Pacific time. It's 18 degrees Taurus on the 7th of May. New moons are always new starts, and not only, well, it is planting seeds because we're planting for the 6 month until the full moon in Taurus is 6 months from now. But it's really this fresh initiation. Every new moon is that. And we've already talked about Taurus. Taurus is abundance, is the physical body, is your home environment. It's making everything beautiful. It's ruled by Venus. So it's about making things beautiful and pleasurable for all your senses. And it's also, Venus also holds that money energy. So it is a very tangible money energy and initiation and planting seeds with the new moon in Taurus. So if you're not doing anything else, do your rituals, do the abundance, the mindset shifts, all of that. Do that for this new moon in Taurus. And by the way, if you want to do a one-on-one, I have that 2-session bundle with it's a special worksheet that I'm using, and I'm using cards to reprogram any scarcity mindset and into an abundant mindset. And you know me, we go to the core. I'm going to help you find those core roots and pull them up so that we can move on. And that's through Taurus season through May 22nd too. So you can find it all on my website, saintjordainu.com. But do your rituals with the new moon in Taurus on Tuesday, because this is beautiful for abundance. It's also beautiful for your physical body, for your health, really nurturing and tune in. What is your body telling you? Listen to your body, listen to your emotions, listen to your physical body. What does it need? How can you nourish yourself in every single way, but especially physically like that? Okay. Who is excited for the new moon in Taurus? I love this Taurus energy. It feels so vibrant and abundant to me. Let me know. And if you have Taurus placements in those later degrees, as I said, 18 degrees, this is hitting all of that for you, or for the fixed sign, for Leo, for Scorpio, for Aquarius, around those 18 degrees. So that's really like moving for you. You might experience, because it's the fixed signs, you might experience a little bit more of a release. If you're the other earth signs, Virgo and Capricorn, then this is a beautiful flow. It's a beautiful flow for all of us. Yes, yoo-hoo! We are excited. Okay, then the next one that I'm gonna bring up, there's more things happening, but I'm not gonna overwhelm you. You'll get all of this if you join the initiation. The next one is Monday the 13th of May. I believe in North and 16 degrees Taurus. Oh my goodness, Cynthia. That to me, and also knowing whole sign, that's your 6th house. So that is health, that is your daily routines, and it's also of service. So for me, that's to me sounds like this beautiful, beautiful healing moment, because it's the North Node. It's something that we come into later in life, or the more we work on ourselves, right? So that's amazing. Talking about an alchemy for your North Node with that new moon. That's amazing. So I'm not going to go into more of that. I'm going to do cards for every sign, but I'm not going to go into all of the signs for every transits here. These girls ready to release. Yes, yes, yes. So Ranjana, stay tuned for the cards for you. On the 13th of May, we have the Uranus Cazimi. So the sun is conjunct Uranus, and I love, love, love Cazimis because the light of the sun, the brightest light, gets shone right into the center of that planet. And so Uranus is all about innovation. It's about reinvention. It's about being out of the box. You cannot put Uranus in a box. It needs freedom. It's rebellion as well, and it's reformation, but maybe even more so rebellion. It's freedom. It's something like freeing yourself up. So with this Sun Cazimi Uranus on the 13th, it's in the morning Pacific time. So for most of the world, it will be. On the 13th, and it's 23 degrees Uranus. Uranus moves super slow, so it's 23.06 degrees to be exact. So around 23 degrees, 21, 22 degrees for you. That's what's going to hit, and it's in Taurus as well. So here we have, okay, what are we called to do that our minds haven't been able to perceive because it's so out of the box? What are we called to take a different kind of action? It's this sudden breakthrough. It might be a sudden opportunity that just lands in your lap as well. But what are we called to do that's out of our norm in order to manifest this abundance in the Taurus themes, and also with your body, with your health, with your senses, right? And so any Cazimi days, I highly recommend, I was going to say please, but you live your life, but I highly recommend you to take time, be out in nature because it's Taurus season, right? But take time to journal, to go within, to meditate, connect with Uranus, asking, okay, where am I not seeing clear? Where can I do something completely different? And you have to follow your heart here, okay? Because the whole point is to get out of your mind. Your mind is limited. It acts from conditioning. So this is just like, let the mind be the idea for sure, but listen from your heart, and don't let your mind override the craziness of that idea that very likely will come forth with Uranus. With Uranus too, because it's so sudden and unexpected, it can completely be an outside influence as well, that the universe is just like, here, faded, it lands in your lap, right? So be super open on this day to see what you are being called to move with. Yes, a continuation of the Uranus-Jupiter conjunction with health and work. Yes, 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 exactly that. But now we have the sun just shining a spotlight on Uranus. So stay super open to that. That day, we also have Venus sextiling Saturn. And so if we're talking about Venus, again, Taurus is ruled by Venus, the pleasure, the senses, the health, and the body. And sextiling Saturn, it's a beneficial aspect. And Saturn gets a bad rep of limitation, but Saturn is boundaries, Saturn is stability, Saturn is foundations. So with that beautiful aspect, it might also really help you to get kind of those routines in, and to have the boundaries, whether that is boundaries with yourself, whether that is, we're talking Saturn and Pisces here, so it can be boundaries with addiction, which includes our phones, or those kind of boundaries of what can you actually do to nurture that abundance, the money or the body or everything, right? So it's a beautiful, helpful aspect happening on the 13th there as well. Okay, and then, I have so much. Mercury is going to move into Taurus on the 15th. I'm not going to talk about this a lot, but this is just adding to the Taurus energy. Mercury is the mindset, is the way we communicate. So this moving into Taurus, just enhancing our abundance, but it might also highlight where you still have the scarcity, where you still have the, oh, this is not possible, whether that is with abundance, money, or if it's with your body. Any of that is going to be highlighted as well for you. So it's really about, this is where we course correct, to be in the right mindset, to be aware enough to not act from our subconscious conditioning. That's all Mercury in Taurus. Addictions to ways of thinking that are limiting as well, definitely. Just that mind is going berserk, right? Rather than actually pause. You know, I love Gene Keys and the contemplation. The first point, and I was listening to something from the Gene Keys about this yesterday. In contemplation, it's that pause. We have to slow down to pause in order to get the pivot that we need. That's why I always recommend, especially Kazemi days, I always do recommend meditation, but Kazemi days, you have to pause in order to hear what's coming up from your heart. And then we can get the breakthrough, the merge, as Richard Rudd calls it, which is the flow. Then we can let go of that identity that the mind or conditioning is holding on to, or our nervous system as well, right? And instead go into the flow and awareness of how we can move away from that identity that doesn't serve us anymore. So thank you for that, Cynthia. Okay, then we have, hi lovely, then we have the 18th of May. This could be called the luckiest day of the year. It's Sun, Kazemi, Jupiter this time. So also this Uranus-Jupiter conjunction. So it's the Sun, Kazemi, Jupiter. It's in, let's see here, 28 degrees Taurus, 18 degrees Taurus. And so this is expansion. Again, what is it that you want to expand in your life? Not only with Taurus themes of abundance and health, it is that too. So be open to that. That's why we're doing this mindset work. That's why we're doing these rituals and everything this month, to really be on it, right? But it's also going to highlight what is expansion for you. And what I forgot to say with the Uranus Kazemi is that Kazemis to me always also highlight my personal placement with that planet. So with Uranus, what is my connection with my Uranus? You can look at the house that it's in, and you can look at the sign that is in for you. And so it's gonna amplify that energy in your own chart. And so here we have this on the May 18th, we have the Sun, Kazemi, Jupiter. So what is Jupiter for you? Where is your Jupiter in the houses and in the signs? What is expansion? What are you intuitively, even if you don't know your astrology chart, intuitively right now, what are you being called to expand that is probably out of your comfort zone? Because that's how we create breakthroughs in our life. That's how we got out of our comfort zone. So, and Taurus is very comfortable. So we have to make sure that we're not just in our regular comfort zone, but maybe we'll move this energy to see, okay, what is a true comfort zone for me? Because when we just operate from what's comfortable and not scary, we're not going to expand anywhere. So how can we expand into a new comfort zone? That's what we're talking about here. Jupiter in Aquarius, so you get a lot of that, and Pluto in Aquarius now too. So it's a lot of that reinvention. You're having to be that different person, and Aquarius is ruled by Uranus. So it's such a bigger shift happening for you here in terms of getting out of the box. Don't expect yourself to be the same, I would say. So with this day, that May 18th, that highlight that day, again, sit, meditate, be out in nature, see where that expansion can come from within you, so that you can align your mindset, so that you can be open enough to receive what is showing up on an outer level here. That will help you with that expansion out of the comfort zone for Taurus. The thing is, with the May 18th, we also have Venus conjunct Uranus and Mars conjunct the North Node. And Mars conjunct the North Node, this might bring up what we have experienced in the eclipse season, because the eclipse season is all about the North Node and what we're moving into to enhance ourselves and taking up space. It's in Aries, so it's all about taking up space and seeing how can I prioritize myself and my dreams more. And with Mars here, this is full action, and Mars is home in Aries. So this is full action forward on getting to that North Node, getting to what we're learning new in this particular life. The North Node is so powerful. So Mars is going to help us with that Sun conjunct Jupiter, is going to help us to take action on the new. How beautiful is that? It's amazing. And then the same day, as I said, we have Venus conjunct Uranus too. So Venus again coming in with all the pleasure and all the loveliness that she is, and all the money and all the feeling good, conjunct Uranus. Again, this is going to be so unexpected that May 18th is not just the luckiest day of the year, but with these two other transits happening on the same day, just makes this like complete expansion a la Jupiter. Jupiter is all about expansion and exploring the new. So, oh my goodness. Okay. May 18th, the third house. Okay, got it. Release physical attachment, the loneliness. So yes. What do we hold on in our body? Our body, we can use our body as an armor, really, for what we have stored that is not safe for us. And that's what I'm saying, when we tap into our body, and some of the workshop that we're going to have on the 25th is going to be physical as well, physical movement, somatic energy, because what we store in our body is usually some kind of armor for something. Now, we have all very different experiences with what's going on in our body and health, and everyone has their path, right? And it's not one thing fixing it all, but we have to see what are we holding onto in our body. That's why it's so important to listen to our body, especially when our body is talking loud to us, right? So that we can start releasing the armor that sits in the body. So that's really beautiful throughout this month too. That might be what your expansion is about too. That's what I'm saying. Like, yes, it's a super abundant in money, but it can be different for all of us depending on our placements and what we're working through right now in life as well. Okay, let's see here. The week after that is packed. But we're going to go, so the sun moves into Gemini, as I said, kind of in the beginning here. And if you're jumping on late, listen to the beginning, how I explained just the overall energies with Taurus and then moving into Gemini. So the sun is moving into Gemini on Monday, May 20th. And then on the 23rd, Venus is moving into Gemini. And then on the 25th, Jupiter is moving into Gemini. So you see here, this whole week, we're going to have this shift from Taurus into Gemini to kind of network, to have the ideas. If they haven't already been there, they're going to come, because Gemini is that air sign. But it's also about then finding our soul family. This is something that we do in the Gene Key membership right now. We're in the culture. We're in the Pearl Sphere, which is all about taking action on our prosperity. And of course, that ends up being right now. It's like it's been synchronistically through the whole year that I've had my Gene Key membership, and we're restarting the membership in August. So stay tuned for that from July. But this is all about how can we find our soul tribe. And when with this Gemini energy, and with this Gemini energy, we can tune into, okay, I'm going to, that's why a part of the ritual that I have when Jupiter moves into Gemini on May 25th, that's where we have this ritual to really put it out into the universe that, okay, I'm ready to connect, whether that is about colleagues, clients, friends, partner. It's all this whole family connection that is coming together with all these Gemini energies. And that's amazing to have this full expansion. And then we're putting out our intention to the universe to bring it all together, just like the culture in the Gene Keys, if you're into Gene Keys. So what I want to say though, with the 23rd of May, this is so much. Let me know if it's too much and I have even more to say, but it's just such an amazing month. And you can go back to this. I'll leave this up in my Facebook group. I'll get it onto YouTube as well to go back to see these dates, right? And that's why I created the Facebook group with the initiation workshop as well, so that you have me there all month long, starting now with the new moon in Taurus next week. So join me in there if you haven't already. Okay, so May 23rd. It's, I forgot to bring my water, and I was almost gonna grab my candle to drink, but okay, we'll see how long we get. Otherwise, I'm gonna go and grab some water. May 23rd, we have the full moon in Sagittarius. It's perfect. Looking forward to going back and taking notes. Yes. May 23rd, full moon in Sagittarius. Okay. Sagittarius is, and I know several of my Sagittarius people here, Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. Can you hear how much Jupiter expansion energy that we have this month? So it's a full moon though. So it's about letting go of any limitations that, you know, Sagittarius is all about the deeper truth and expansion. It's a very optimistic sign. And here we have the full moon, which is all about release. And it's a fire release. So Sagittarius is fire, right? It's a fire release of what is keeping us limited, because Sagittarius, there's nothing limited in there. So this is to look into those remnants of this beautiful release on the 23rd, which is an amazing transit, because again, we have other transits happening that same day. So we have Venus conjunct Jupiter on the very same day. Here we have Jupiter again, amazingness, Venus, amazingness. It's all things pleasure, all things body, all things money, all things abundance. And Jupiter is coming here to just expand it all. Those are the two benefic. I don't really believe in, I think even the malefic planets are benefic. But, but if we look at that, Venus and Jupiter, they're conjunct on the very same day as the full moon in Sagittarius. Now, Venus and Jupiter is conjunct in a 29-degree Taurus. So if there's any limitations left, because the 29 degree is always that critical degree, and in Taurus it is about physical health and abundance. If we have any limitations left, oh my goodness, we are letting that go with the full moon in Sagittarius and Venus conjunct Jupiter, 29 degree Taurus on the very same day. It's an amazing energy. And actually in the evening, of that day, or no, sorry, afternoon Pacific time, or if you're in the US, it might be evening European time, Venus moves into Gemini as well. So the conjunction is happening in Taurus, but then we're moving into to the socialness of Gemini here as well. So beautiful, super powerful day on the 23rd of May. And then, as I already said, on the 25th of May, that Saturday, that's when we have the workshop, the initiation. We're going to do a full-on physical, moving through, burning things through the ground, and having a full-on manifestation ritual as well. All of the things yumminess. And it's when Jupiter moves into Gemini. So that's what I said. For me, just intuitively, because for me, astrology is intuitive of just like with the feelings that we're moving with. If you have Gemini placements, obviously this is going to be super expansive for you as well as the Taurus placements earlier, but it's really about coming into this vibrant networking energy that Gemini can hold, and also those ideas and epiphanies. Gemini has, it's two, so it always has a social side, but also an introverted side. So don't forget, it's not all just about being social, right? Because we can network from the intention from here as well. And then we're meant to go out to connect, following our heart to the opportunities that Jupiter is bringing us this whole month. And Uranus is there helping us for these sudden changes and ideas that we never really thought that we can't see coming. And then Venus is here making everything yummy along the way. Are you feeling me? Do you understand why I'm so excited about May? It's just amazingness. Yes, it is a wow. It's a complete wow. So that's why when Jupiter moves into Gemini and we've done all these things, that's why I have the workshop then. For you who are joining the initiation, as I said, you'll get a mini meditation and ritual on the new moon in Taurus, on the full moon in Sagittarius, and then on the Cazimi, on the Uranus Cazimi and the Jupiter Cazimi as well. Plus that I will be in that group. I will update you with other things happening. Let's see here. let's see. Oh, I forgot the full moon in Sagittarius is so much packed on that 23rd because Venus and Jupiter conjunction is also sextile Neptune. So it's just like going big on the dreams, or letting go of any. Neptune is a very psychic planet too, right? So letting go of any limitations that we think we have in terms of our intuition. It can really help open up our third eye as well with that energy. And I think with it sextile in Neptune, it's not a square Neptune, because Neptune can kind of pull in illusions and fog as well. But because it's a sextile, I think it's going to be more clear, and it's a really like amazing portal as well. And that's all happening in 29 degrees. Neptune is then 29 degrees, 30 minutes as well. So anyways, that's an amazing, amazing day. Let's see here. Last couple of things I'm going to mention for the last week of May. On the 29th, we have Mars conjunct Chiron. Same thing as I said about Mars conjuncting the North Node. Chiron was conjunct the solar eclipse that happened on April 8th. And if that was strong for you, Mars is coming here to take action. If there's anything else that, you know, of that beautiful healing, Chiron is the wounded healer. We've all gone through with the eclipse season, the wounded healer of taking spaces that I am in Aries. So Mars is now coming here to say, okay, how do we take action? Maybe there's more healing to be done, but it can also be the alchemy of the wounded healer, because the wounded healer is what we have learned and come into wholeness within, so that we can either teach or coach, if we're teachers or coaches, or just inspire our friends, family, everyone with, in how have we come into healing this part, and how can we inspire and help and coach other people to come into that energy as well. So that's a really beautiful but action oriented with Mars here in Aries conjunct Chiron on the 29th of May. And yes, we had it here as a Gemini. I love both internal and super social. Yes. The Gemini, like if you don't know astrology too much, then Gemini gets that rep of just, oh, super social, have to just be busy. It's like, no, that's not, there's another side of Gemini. That's why it's a Gemini. So you're going to be at your spiritual retreat. Oh my goodness. Yes, that's amazing. That's amazing, because it could have that potential, Mars and conjunct Chiron, to be super healing as well. And then we have on the 30th, the day after, we have Mercury conjunct Uranus. And we're in Taurus. Mercury and Uranus is in Taurus. Mars and Chiron is in Aries. So on the 30th, we have Mercury conjunct Uranus. So that might be if you are in mindset that's no longer serve you. It can be that shift, really big shifts happening on or around the 30th of May with that mindset shift. As I said, quantum leaps feel like a quantum leap, but they're really the small steps and not so small steps leading up to it, right? So putting in the work and the diligence with your energy, where you spend your time, energy, and thoughts and money this month, so that you can align with these beautiful energies that's floating, so that you can have those shifts. So May 30th can be that. It can be a shift in mindset, something that is just light bulb coming on, right? Unexpected, or it can be someone coming in with that energy for you as well, right? But it can also be a communication, unexpected communication. I've heard now from both clients and friends, we've done so much inner work, and then I think because we've all whether or not we do inner work, everyone has gone through eclipse season this year. So I'm hearing all these unexpected, completely not even thought about being possible in this lifetime communications happening already. It's all around us. So this might be something like that for you as well. It can just be someone that can suddenly communicate in a way you didn't think possible. It's also an invitation for you to communicate clearly. I mean, this is something that I value the highest in any and all of my relationship. Straightforward communication, no drama, just peace, straightforward in the most vulnerable places, trusting that we're both sovereign here, and that we can move with it. Not going into people pleasing or doubts or anything like that. Just like straightforward communication. How peaceful is that? How beautiful is that? And not everyone is on that, you know. Some people are in the 3D muck, gossiping or creating drama because they don't want to go inside. They need the drama. But if you can get to that point of just that straightforward communication, maybe this is one of those days where you can just have unexpected energies coming to resolve things for you. Sure, there might also be, we can be a witness of energies of people that are just like, you know, exploding on that energy, but we can know, not my monkeys, right? I have my own peace regardless of what happens around us. Even if it's someone in our energy, we can still be in that peace saying, okay, that's your reaction, that's your energy. What is in it for me? Why is this in it? Because we've still attracted that energy, right? What is the lesson here for me? Internally reflect on that and then move on, right? So it can also be these amazing Mercury conjunct Uranus, can be these amazing ideas. As I said, this is just a buildup of abundance, of expansion in however form that happens for you. So it can be that that's one of those days where it just lands for you. The breakthrough is happening, or the seeds that you've been sowing in terms of like, you know, expanding the network, all of that, that can all of a sudden take place and come in as an opportunity from your network as well. Amazingness. Hi Diane, you haven't missed, you missed it, but you also, there's the replays right here, so you can go back. We're about whatever, 40 minutes in now, so you can go back and listen because May is amazing. Let's see. Oh wow, this was like, yes, the unexpected amazing conversation I had yesterday with the supervisor, and there was zero drama where you expected it to be. Yes, you're another example, Courtney. Like, this is happening and I'm hearing it all over. This is happening from people that we don't think is possible. If you have those drama, these are like, what I'm hearing is from former like drama people or family members, and all of a sudden they just shift, right? That's amazingness. So we have that with Mercury conjunct Uranus on the 30th. And as I said too, the Uranus conjunction might be a part of that as well, or Kazemi on the 13th as well. All right. That's a part of what's going on in May. It's amazingness. Before we go into cards, just a reminder, I'm having this crazy one-on-one 4-session deal for you who want to deepen your intuition with card readings. We're going to practice card readings. I'm going to teach you Akashic records to do past life healings, and also I use Akashic records to channel my future self to see, okay, how do I get from here to there? It's an amazing tool that I've used since 2005. I healed so much of the relationships and stuff with that as well, by seeing what has our dynamic been in previous lives, what is it now, to get that objective as well. So 101 bundle of intuitive wisdom is there for you. I'm only going to have it up through Tuesday, May 7th, because it's half price of what I usually do sessions with. So jump on that. I'm just going a little bit following Uranus energy here. Also, if you want to be with me through this month, the initiation is the workshop that I'm gonna have, the ritual. It's gonna be so much more of a ritual. I've done so much workshops lately, and like 2 years ago, I did all these more rituals, moving with not just the planets, but with nature as well, with Beltane that we had a couple of days ago, all of this. So it's gonna be more of a ritual, and somatic ritual, as well as, candle, crystals, all of the stuff. That's amazing. That's happening on May 25th. With that, you get, that could be a price alone, but with that, I've added this Facebook group that we're all going to be in to talk about these transits. I'm going to go and prompt you like, hey, this transit is happening now. Plus, you're going to get those mini meditations and rituals for the full moon, new moon, full moon, and the 2 Kazimis happening as well. Plus that I'm throwing in for right now, if you are, what's today? Thursday. If you're jumping in, if you're jumping on that by Sunday, you'll get a gene key. I want to throw in gene keys in here too, because that's the abundance. The pearl in your gene keys is your full abundance, not just monetarily, but with the soul tribe, with everything that fulfills you. So I'm going to give you an excerpt of how you can move with that energy in your personal gene key chart, because it's super important to know, because we all have different energies of where we attract our abundance. So that's there through Sunday if you sign up for the initiation as well. Amazingness. Okay. Let's move to the cards. Yummy, amazing, and delicious. All the things. Yes, exactly. And 444. I am going to go and grab some water because I'm talking and I'm all fiery. So it's all burning up. Alrighty, are we excited or are we excited? Let me hear it. This is like queen energy, king energy. We're doing this. This is the fire coming in. And I know it's an earth sign and an air sign that most of this is happening, except for Mars and Aries. Mars is in Aries from 3 days ago through June 9th, right? Mars is home in Aries. So we have this, Mars is the doer within us. So wherever you have that in your chart might look a little bit different, but this is now this energy of just like, okay, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to jump in. It's the courage, it's the jumping into things, right? So we have that underlying energy as we move into these huge expansions and sudden quantum leaps as well. So excited. Yes, please. Love a card. So I'm going to do the cards a little bit different. Very excited. So Holly, Cynthia, yes. I'm going to do the cards for everyone. So how I'm going to do this is that I'm going to do it for each sign. Okay. So with each sign, this is how I listen to card readings, right? If we're starting with, we're going to start with Taurus because we're in Taurus season and Taurus gets some extra love right now. You can look at what planets you have in Taurus, right? If it's your sun, it's kind of your personality, it's your overall, this is the big energies for this month of May. If it's your moon, it might be more regarding your relationships. If it's your rising sign or AC that you have in Taurus, it might be more like work related, or your MC as well. How are you showing up in these energies? So that's how you can read all of these, and I'm going to do it for all the signs. So you actually get several readings when you know your chart like that. And if you don't, just listen to your sun and rising sign and moon sign. Yay, Taurus. Okay, so collective, yes, but you can specify. Also then look up, where is your Jupiter? Because Jupiter has big expansion this month. Listen to that sign where your Jupiter is in. Same with Venus. Venus is Jupiter could be considered the money planet too. It does have to do with money and expansion in money, but Venus is that as well. I always look at when the moon hits my Venus, because those are usually a really abundant day to either do a launch or have a workshop, something like that. Jupiter is too. When the moon hits my Jupiter, it's usually a super just lovely, expansive, but lovely day for me. So listen to that for you as well. Okay. So my Taurus is in Venus. Ooh, so you have your Venus is in Taurus. Oh, wait. My Taurus is in Venus. No, that doesn't work. Venus and Taurus, both second house. So all of that is in your second house of money and abundance. And you have your Venus, oh my goodness, what's it called? When it's coming back, return as well, which is just helping you with all this expansion and abundance. Aries works. Oh, Courtney, and I just placed Aries last, didn't I? Just a little practice by starting with Taurus. Okay, I see you, both of you, Aries people there. But you have other placement too, so listen to your Taurus here. Excited. Hi, Tracy. Leo rising. Ooh, love the incomings and goings. Yes. Okay. You are Cancer rising, and Angie, you are an Aries sun. I forget where your moon is. Ooh. Some of you know your charts more, but oh, he's a Taurus. Okay, let's stop talking. Or I'm gonna stop just chatting because you know me. All right, Taurus, all your Taurus placements, and this is where we're moving with so much with this Jupiter and Uranus too. Okay, so the message for you, Taurus, is focus on gratitude. Taurus is all about the present moment, here and now, enjoying your body, enjoying everything that your physical senses are about. This is about focusing on the here and now, not on your future. And I know in my workshops and all of this, we do all the manifestation, but the truth is, in my gene keys, is all about being in the present moment. When we can, and what I'm experiencing in my personal life right now, is that I have let go of so much expectations and identity, and like trying to control things happening the way I think it's going to happen on the way to my dreams and to my future, and in the way I manifest. I'm just like, show me. I'm just open, and it doesn't, like, I'm just open to all the signs. I've let go of so much that I thought was like, oh, well, this is me, how can I let go of that? And, you know, all of this is just open. And instead with that, not just like, oh, open, I don't know what to do. It's like open with curiosity, right? So being in the present moment is the message for you, Taurus, because we have the Four of Cups here. The Four of Cups is when we sit and we look at these three cups and that and feeling a little bit bored, right? Instead, seeing the hand that holds out this cup here, there's a whole message and beauty in this fourth cup. And if we're not focused on the present moment, if we're just in our head about things or focusing on what we don't have, then we will miss the fourth cup. So for all your Taurus placements, whatever they are, focus on the present moment. See what the universe provides magic every single day, and usually it's right in front of our eyes. So seeing what is present, what are we being called to take action on, if that's what I said, like all this, and Mars in Aries is helping this courageousness to expand a la Jupiter, right? But we have to expand. We only expand if we get out of our comfort zone. So being in the present moment and be courageous to act on what is right in front of us. Okay, how is that fitting for you, Taurus? And let's see here. So then let's move to Gemini, obviously. So any with Gemini placements and what they mean for you, this is for you. And it might be a little bit of a collective too, as I said, like all this Taurus energy is moving into Gemini and Jupiter and Gemini. So whatever Gemini house is for you, this is kind of what we're expanding into, what we're maybe networking within, and all of that kind of stuff. So Gemini, card for Gemini for May is the High Priestess. So the High Priestess, collectively as a Gemini, as I talked about Gemini networking so much, because I'm just feeling that energy so much, this is about trusting your intuition. If you're not on top of your intuition, I was going to say, but if you haven't opened up that portal, it's time for you to open up that portal wider, because it's here for everyone. We have this portal within us always. So, seventh house, that's about partnerships, it's about clients, it's about your marriage and partnerships like that. So there's something coming through here where and the sun, that's your personality, right? Tuning into that intuition, really see, I'm getting it, like the mindset shift of you are the portal. You don't have to look out there at all. You're not supposed to look out there at all for answers. If you're looking for answers in any of those placements or houses for you, this is the expansion where you can come into that goddessness, to the High Priestess. So trust what you're feeling and the nudging that's happening on how you can expand those placements for you. This is an answer from the inside. I'm also like the High Priestess is such a portal, so it's your higher self. Do those, do card readings, do Akashic Records, do meditation, connect to your higher self, do a higher self reading, so that you can really connect, because there's messages here for you that are going to land throughout the month for your Gemini placement. So I'm also feeling like a Gemini sun here, for example, right? This is like just seeing yourself. I'm getting the sense here of like seeing yourself as that portal may be in a light that you haven't quite recognized before. We're so used to our gifts, right? And then now all of a sudden it might just be like this kind of spotlight on you, that you are that high priestess. So maybe people are coming to you for that support, for that portal, for those messages as well. So yes, it's an internal journey, but I'm just feeling that that might be happening too, that reflection to you and people looking up to you so that you see what a gift you are. Yeah, I trust my intuition in partnerships. Yes. And don't hold yourself back there, especially if that is showing like anything that you filter or thinking about saying. Trust your intuition here for your Gemini placements, big time. Okay, and then we are going to Cancer, embracing that I am me, the magic, the magic. I am the magic. Yes, exactly that. So, okay, so Cancer, any of your Cancer placements, whatever they are for you who are in cosmic clarity, that's something I forgot. If you want to hear a little bit more of the synastry, what like a love language is for you versus your partner, for example, if you're like how you fight, how your partner fight, what's your nurturing, what's their nurturing. If you want to learn a little bit more like that, the cosmic clarity session that we have on this coming Saturday, as you've probably all seen, if you've looked at cosmic clarity, you can choose to join just the single sessions as well. So that's up for you. We're going to look at the archetype of Venus, which is our love language, on Mars, which we're passionate about, what we fight for and how we fight for that. And I'm going to bring in the moon back in a little bit again, and Mercury, how we communicate, just so we can see that and how it could potentially work in a sinister setting. Sign up for just that class. And if you want to do the whole course, it's you're getting so much more if you buy all four. We've had one, but that's for you, there for you as well. So now we have Cancer, moon in Cancer. All right, and we have a Cancer rising here from before. We have Venus in Cancer. All right, so moon is about your needs, your relationship, where you operate from, where your needs. Venus is your love language, how you nurture yourself and others. The rising in Cancer is about how you show up in the world. Cancer in itself is a very nurturing energy. So anyway, so this is for you. Okay, so yes, I love that. So the 5 of Wands for the Cancer. Okay, so this is making sure and showing up in Cancer. This might be an inner battle, or it might be an outer battle of putting out fire, so to speak, putting out drama. So for you this month, for your Cancer placement this month, this is about coming into alignment within yourself. As a Cancer placement, depending on what it is that you have in Cancer, it's a very nurturing energy. It's ruled by the moon. So it's a very nurturing energy that look after other people's needs. So this might be your message that you have to come into alignment and balance with looking after your own needs as well. So you're not just either in an inner conflict. Am I choosing me? Am I choosing someone else? Because there is no such thing as either or. It can be both and, but we have to fill up our cup first. Or if you're putting out fires, other people's drama, sure, you might find yourself in that, but then also make sure that you are honest with yourself. Do you really have to engage in it? Even if we initiate something by, I had this conversation with a friend yesterday that wrote something like, oh, I didn't meet out, and then something else unfolded. Like she might have said something that she shouldn't have said to that person because of a relationship, right? And then I'm like, well, you didn't have that info, so maybe it was just meant to be said, and maybe it's about their conversation of what that brought up for them. Don't go into the drama of what is she going to think about me, maybe I did something wrong. When something happened, trust, unless it was like out of your reaction, obviously be honest with yourself. Is there something you can do to bring that balance or justice? But I'm just feeling here with Cancer placements, choose if you want to go into drama, because with the 5 of Wands, you might be drawn into it and you have a choice to say no. You have a choice to protect your peace within, whether you're involved in it and other people try to pull you in, or if it's a part of your own involvement, right? Or if it's completely internal. What do you nurture? Where do you need to find the balance in nurturing? I felt like that was the cards that I did here in the Facebook group for the week, where I put them on Monday. That was so much about balancing as well, and seeing where that where does it need to be a balance in your life. Are you nurturing yourself? Are you nurturing others? Or even maybe like personal life, professional life? Where does that balance need to come into place? So maybe that's more for you, Cancer, here is what I'm hearing. All right. Leo. Any Leos in here? What's your Leo placements? Let me know. I had someone here. What did I hear? Leo rising. So this might be for you how you show up in the world for other people, and also maybe work related can be the rising sign as well. What other Leo placements do I have here? Leo. What does Leo need for the month? I need to hear for the month of May. Nope. Let's see. Leo for the month of May. Page of Swords. So this is about being open to learning something new. Maybe you are being called to study something more. Maybe you're being called to take a course. Maybe Page of Swords for me is also a patient energy. So it's like slowing down, right? It's all about, yes, she's studying a book here, it's all holding all these light bulbs and you know, expansion that way. But it could also be being patient about something, because that's what will happen when we learn something new, right? We're not experts right away. It can be that, okay, we're being called to being patient about things unfolding because there's something that we're learning or something that we're building. So that's the Leo card for you here. SL Sun, Mercury, North Node, MC. Okay, and South Node in Leo. Okay, so South Node, we want to make sure we don't fall back into the South Node energy. So for you, it might be, because then we're stopping our North Node from fully expanding. So for you, it might be that you don't always have to study everything so deeply, right? And with the Sun, Mercury, North Node, MC is the opposite. This is about like learning something. And this could be a course, but it could also be something within us that we are just like, the swords are that kind of like, the energy of the mind, but also it's an action energy. So the pages here is about patience. So slowing down for you, about seeing that it does take time, which I know you've heard a million times knowing you, but there's something here. But it might also be if you've been thinking about, you know, contacting someone, taking a course, reading a book, or an internal, like, okay, I'm going to do this, you know, for me every day now so I can learn from the inside and out, then that's the call for you for Leo. All right, beautiful. And then we have not Mercury, Virgo. Mercury rules Virgo. So Virgo, beautiful earth signs. What kind of Virgo energies do we have here? Loving all of that too. Let me know if this resonates, if that's what you've already been feeling. We're in the second day of May already, but this is, you know, for the month to come. So bookmark this if either you're in my Facebook group. I might try to just pin it to the top too. But if you're listening on YouTube, come back and see, okay, how is this all moving for you? So Virgo. Virgo for the month of, May, I guess Virgo. Okay, Virgo, you get 2 cards, I guess. Being a little greedy there, are we? Whatever that is for you. Oh, you're Virgo Pluto. Okay. So transformation of the mind here. Interesting. So Virgo placement. Oh my goodness, it's 3 o'clock. Okay, I'm gonna have to pick up my daughter soon. I need to move ahead. Okay, I'm gonna do this quicker because I need to pick up my daughter soon. Okay, so we have the Justice. This is balancing something out, or that you've done so much work, so you've opened up the door to have more balance and harmony. This is gonna require you with the 5 of Cups here to move away from something that you might be grieving, something that might not serve you anymore, so that you focus, you know, the 5 of Cups is about looking at the 3 cups that's ahead of you or in front of you and that are spilled, rather than the 2 cups standing up on the back. So this is about some grieving work so that you can come into the balance and harmony of the Justice card, of maybe karmic justice as well. Okay, that's Virgo. Libra placements here. Libra, what is Libra message for the month? Ooh, the Ace of Cups. So with Libra, you are filling your cup again. The Gemini energy is really lovely for you. And also Venus is in Taurus right now, and Venus rules Libra as well, right? So this is about filling your cup. This could be new opportunities, new loving friendships or partners coming in, but it's also very much about you prioritizing filling your cup and loving yourself. This is about self-love practices, big time. How can you love on yourself more than you're comfortable with? How I always say that, right? Libra, Uranus, okay. So you have that kind of like a style that's just unexpected. Maybe you want to dress a bit differently, or maybe there's something that you can bring justice to, something a little bit kind of different out of the way. But this is filling your cup so that you can have that expression. Okay, and then we have Scorpio. Sorry, now I'm just moving fast because I just realized I have to pick up my daughter so we can get to everyone. Scorpio for the month of May. Any Scorpio placements here? This one. Ooh, look at you, Scorpio. The Queen of Pentacles. This is all about abundance. The Queen of Pentacles, it's similar to the Empress energy. So this is the embodiment. Queens are how we are on the inside, in our mindset, in our energy, and this is abundance in multifold. The Pentacles is about the material things, our home environment, the things that we surround us with, and it's about money. So Scorpio, you are coming into money and money mindset, abundant mindset. Oh my God, like, of course, amazingness. This is actually, oh, I'm recording on my phone. This is what I have as a screensaver on my phone. That's beautiful. South Node is Scorpio, okay? And Jupiter in Scorpio. You have Jupiter in Scorpio too. I do too, Vinita. Woot woot. Yeah, Scorpio. 12th house Scorpio. So that's really digging in. Scorpio is so deep and for transformation. And 12th house Scorpio, big time, is that you're tuning into your intuition, into your subconscious, so you can really dig up all of that, any of that scarcity to come into abundance, if that's what you're called to. And an abundance of like downloads, of just clarity in your psychic abilities as well. Loving all of it. Uranus and Scorpio is like, you're just different. It's just big time different. I know we have some other Uranus Scorpio as a generational planet, right? You have to just transform in ways that maybe people don't understand, and that's okay. Okay, so now we have Sagittarius for the month of May. Ooh, of course, Sagittarius, the Ace of Wands, because hello fire sign, and hello burning it all to the ground with the full moon, burning any limitations to the ground with the full moon. That's why I have the initiation of burning it all to the ground and igniting you with fire. I hope you join that. Because this is what Sagittarius, the Ace of Wands. This is about taking action on new ideas, new passion projects, everything. Like it's seeds. It might come from the inside, it might come from the outside. Take action. Don't wait. This is creative energy that is just waiting to show up big time. It's not waiting. It's not gonna hang around. It's like, it's the newness, the freshness of it. So be curious. What have you been thinking about passionately that you've been wanting to jump into? Whatever that is for you, do it. Take action. It's the Wands. Yes, rising. Yes, we have all. Yes, moon. This is your needs. Neptune, midheaven, and Sag. Yes, and we are multifold. Sagittarius rising is here. New ideas, take action. I hear you loud and clear. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Where are we? Sagittarius, Capricorn. After Sagittarius, Capricorn, fellow Earth sign, Capricorn. What is in Capricorn? You're having all these Taurus amazingness coming through. Capricorn, of course, Capricorn, King of Swords. Okay, this is nothing new for you, Capricorn. I feel like as a Capricorn, you're usually just so focused mentally. So this is about really owning all your ideas and kind of this like self-made like boundaries. I'm feeling so much boundaries for you, Capricorn, here, but this is like your embodiment of like executing these whatever it is that you know needs to happen, and doing it without like the drudge of the emotions. You know, this is the King of Swords here. It's just like, you got this. You have the ideas, you know how to execute them. Just move ahead and do them. You have to wait for nothing. Don't let any like whatever doubt thoughts come into place. Just do it. Be clear, crystal clear in your mind. Meditate if you need to. Just empty things and be crystal clear in your mind and take action on it, because you're the boss. Second house, yes. Yes, exactly. Oh my goodness, so much on fire already. Second house, Capricorn, is all of that, like boss babe energy, big time in terms of abundance and moving forward into that, into self-worth with the second house there as well. Okay, where do we have to Capricorn? We have Aquarius. For the month of May, Aquarius, we have the Five of Pentacles here. So this might be you feeling some aloneness or any of that kind of, not quite feeling like you're a little bit left out. And you're Aquarius, you're kind of out of the box, but make sure that you don't go into like, oh, not liking being out of the box. Instead, focus on, there's the key right here. You have the key to unlock this door. You're not out in the cold at all. So this is about a mindset shift for Aquarius. This is to focus on the beauty that you can be involved in. So don't put yourself out. Don't just like put yourself in a box that no one can get to here. I feel like for you, community is a big energy here as well. And life is not scarce. If you're going through like money scarcity or anything like that, you just have to get that key out, because you have it all within you. Just open up the door in the regular tarot. This is a beautiful like church with a beautiful stained glass window and warmth inside. Like everything that you want and need is right in front of your eyes. So don't exclude yourself. Aquarius. And then Pisces for the month of May. Ooh, this one, Pisces. So this is the Devil card for Pisces. This is about mental, just where we lock ourselves in mentally. And sure, it might be addiction, like we're avoiding things, avoiding not looking at things. That can be that addiction of the devil as well. This is like contracts within yourself. I mean, it could be with others too. Then you have to set those boundaries. And Pisces, you need boundaries anyways, but it's really about those boundaries with your own mind. So you don't go into limited mind loops here. That is not getting you anywhere. It's about breaking those and focus on the abundance, everything that's in front of you, not what has been. Not what keeps you distracted. Be here and now. Life happens here and now. Pisces rising. Oh my goodness. Oh, Mars and Northern Aquarius. Okay, so for you, it's about letting people in. I feel like they're in Pisces rising. Making sure that you have those boundaries in place there. And then the fourth house is in your home, so there's not like a stagnant energy in your home or thinking about your home, like making that abundance with all this Taurus energy as well, so you're not stuck in those any kind of this mind loops that feels like it's not possible. And with the rising here can be like if something you feel like something is not possible, who you can become or something like that. Those are the mindset shifts that's going to happen. As I said, as I started with astrology, we have Mercury here to help us with these mindset shifts as well. Last one, Aries for the month of May. We have Eight of Pentacles and it came up upside down. I don't even do reverse cards. So Aries, this is about this is all your gifts that you have in work and that your innate gifts, but it came up reverse. So you might not be seeing them, Aries, fully. It might be that you need to take a step back to really come into this, like to seeing yourself. You have amazing gifts. If you're into Gene Keys, this is your purpose. We're moving into that the energy of the culture and our abundance, and from the vocations to look at your vocation or your purpose in Gene Keys here. I'm gonna look up what because I love her mantras here for the Eight of Pentacles. So this is about seeking shortcuts that might not be for your benefits, okay? Because this is putting in the work to your gifts, and it can also be like burning out because of that, or giving up on certain things. Don't give up, okay? Tuning into that determination of your passions and your gifts and your innate wisdom is going to help you move forward in this energy. Oh my goodness, Aries, okay, so you're going through the Chiron return as well. So taking that slow and not doing any shortcuts in that healing of I am. And so much, Aries. I am sorry, I have to go because I'm gonna pick up my daughter. So if you're not, sign up, or I'm gonna say if you're not in the initiation, I just released it today. So sign up, join me in the initiation, get the whole month of May in this beautiful buildup of abundance together, ending with an amazing workshop on the 25th of May. You get all of that. If you sign up by Sunday, you get my interpretation of your Pearl Gene Key, full of abundance as well. There's some extra packages. You can do a new moon in Taurus reading extra. You get $50 off for if you do a scarcity root pulling two bundle session as well. I have that for everyone as well. And if you want to jump into learning more about cards and Akashic records, I have that as a one-on-one special, pretty much 50% off through Tuesday when the new moon in Taurus is happening. So all of that yumminess is at sanctuarywithinyou.com. It's also linked here. Look in the comments, look in the description of this video. It's all there. Okay. This is so much fun. So much fun for me too. I love you all so much. Happy May. Happy all the things, amazingness and abundance. Mwah. I love you so much.